Hey guys, CryptoDad here again, and today I'm going to show you how to use the Cobo version 2 iOS HD wallet for cryptocurrency. So let's get started. So I stumbled upon this wallet. It's an iOS-based wallet. They also have an Android version as well. But it's a wallet for your phone that holds the private keys and allows you to write down a backup phrase if you ever lose your phone or wipe off the app or anything like that. So I noticed that it holds quite a few different cryptocurrencies, so I thought it might be interesting. So let's get going. All right, so this is the page. It's kobo.com. And right now they're offering this iOS-based wallet. It's version 2. They also have a hardware wallet that hasn't been released yet, so we're looking forward to that. All right, so the first thing we'll want to do is head over to the App Store. We'll launch that up. And let's just do a search for Cobo. All right, and there we go. The Cobo Wallet. Looks like the latest one, so we'll go ahead and download that. And we'll just open it up. First run. I'll let it send me alerts. So it looks like it has a lot of the features of some of the other hardware wallets that I've been using for the iOS. But most of the ones that I've been using are Ethereum based, and this one looks like it supports quite a few different cryptocurrencies, so I thought I'd give it a try. All right, and they actually give you two choices. The cloud wallet is where everything's backed up on a server. The HD wallet is where the private key is encrypted on your device. Now the cloud wallet may be a nice option for beginners who aren't familiar with the way cryptocurrency works and might be a little more careless. But for security's sake, I like to have the private key encrypted on my device, and then I will back up that private key with a seed phrase. All right, so let's dive in. Let's hit that new wallet button. Okay, so it's explaining how cryptocurrency wallet works. There is a private key that is encrypted and stored on your phone. There is a public key which will allow people to send you cryptocurrency. And there's a mnemonic phrase or mnemonic words. And in this case, it's a 12-word recovery phrase that follows the BIP 39 protocol, which can be used to restore the wallet. And of course, the risk with cryptocurrency is if you lose your phrase or password, you cannot recover your wallet in any way or form. You have total responsibility when you use the private key storage on your own device with a mnemonic backup. All right, so I'm just going to hit I've read. All right, and then they're going to have me set up a PIN, so I'll take care of that. And looks like they support Face ID, which I really like. And I'm going to go ahead and back up the recovery phrase right now. All right, no one's looking over my shoulder. And I think I've got my blur on, so we're going to go for it. All right, and as you'll notice, you can't really see, but the words are numbered, and order is very important on these. So you want to write down this phrase on a piece of paper and keep it in a safe place. My method is to always write down exactly the name of the wallet and what it is that you're backing up and the date, so you won't get confused. It's very easy to get confused when you just write down a seed phrase on a piece of paper and then store it somewhere. And then as you're going through all your papers, you see the seed phrase, you have no idea what it goes to. So be meticulous, write everything down, document everything, and keep these in a safe place. Okay, so once you have written down your phrase on a piece of paper, you're going to go ahead and tap that button at the bottom where it says I have safely stored my recovery phrase. All right, and then it wants you to confirm that you have this phrase written down, and it's going to ask you a few things. So the first thing it wants to know is what is number 6 word. So just check that out and tap it. Now it wants to know word number 9, word number 3. All right, and once you've done that, the setup is going to get going. All right, and this is nice. You can create sub-wallets, which is nice to have maybe more than one account for Bitcoin or any other asset that you may have on the phone. And it looks like even though I have a wallet that's based on the stored key on my phone, I have the versatility to create a cloud wallet as well. All right, and so they start me off with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and it looks like they have the price in yuan, and my balance is currently 0. So maybe we should throw some Bitcoin in here, see how things work out. I'll start off simple. So basically, if you have a little Bitcoin stored in a wallet or maybe on a cryptocurrency exchange, and you want to add some to this wallet, let's go over to we'll tap the Bitcoin here. And I've got my send and receive. And I also have that public key there. As you can see, it starts with a 3, so it's a modern SegWit type address. And not every cryptocurrency exchange supports the SegWit Bitcoin. Probably now they do, but you want to be careful. So I'm going to tap receive there, and as you can see, I've got a QR code that I can use, and I can also copy that public address into my clipboard. And the warning is, please don't try to send anything other than Bitcoin to this address. You'll end up losing your cryptocurrency. And then you'll notice also up there in the top right corner is a share. And I'm going to use that because the Bitcoin wallets that I currently have are on my computer. And so I need an easy way to access this public address. I'm not going to try to type it in by hand. That's a recipe for disaster. So I'm going to hit that little share icon. I want to email it to myself, so I'm going to do that. All right, so the first thing I noticed that when I sent the email to myself using their share feature, it sent it as a JPEG, and I can't cut and paste the address out of the JPEG, so I'm going to do it the tried and true manual way by copying that address into my clipboard, and then I will just start a new email. All right. And then I'll paste that in. That way I'll be able to cut and paste this out of my email. All right, so let's check this new email, and now I can cut and paste this in. All right, and I'm going to do a send from my Bitcoin wallet and paste in that address. And I'm going to send it all, what's left of it. All right, about $4.50. And I'm going to hit continue. And then I'm going to need to unlock the ledger and enter the Bitcoin app. All right, and when using the ledger, you need to enter the app on the device. So I'm going to hit the Bitcoin app. All right, and when I do that, then I get my checks that I've accomplished all my hardware tasks. I'll hit continue. And then it wants me to verify the address, right? So I'm going to hit the address, check the address, and hit the check to verify the transaction and the fee. And there it goes. All right, and let me show you what I got here. I have a alert from Cobo Wallet that says that I just received that 0.007 Bitcoin. Pretty cool. All right, let's go back out here. Unlock with Face ID. Takes it a minute. And there you can see that I've got that Bitcoin that has arrived and that it is confirming. Confirming does not mean that you don't have it, it just means that you can't spend it yet. All right, so you can see that I've received that Bitcoin. Happened pretty quick, pretty nice. All right, and so it hasn't shown up in the balance yet because it hasn't been confirmed yet. But while we're waiting for that, why don't we send ourselves a little bit of Ethereum? And let's see, I'll do the same thing with the Ethereum. I want to do a receive, so I'm just going to tap that little address right there at the top. And I'm going to send myself another email. And we'll just paste that guy in there. And hit send. All right. And so we're going to send ourselves a little bit of Ethereum. So we have a public Ethereum address. I'll go ahead and turn off screen sharing momentarily. And let's see. Let's send ourselves some Ethereum. Using this receiving address, I'm going to copy and paste it into my clipboard, and I'll go over to MetaMask. All right, and so you can see there's a little bit of ETH in there, a little bit more than the Bitcoin I had in the other wallet. So this is MetaMask. It's a browser extension that you can use to store Ethereum. So we'll use this method for sending some Ethereum to the Cobo wallet. So I'm going to choose send here. And the recipient address is the address that I just received in my email. If I can get it there. There we go. And let's see. Do I want to max it out? Sure, why not? Let's try it. So once I've filled in the amount, and the address, I'm going to hit next, and then I'll hit confirm. All right, so while we're waiting for that Ethereum to come in, why don't we see if we can change the some of the settings, see how that goes. So let's go down here to the corner and hit settings. And the default currency is CNY, so why don't we see if we can change that. Ah, that's Chinese. Let's go to US dollar. And that looks good to me. Go back up to assets, and then we've got US dollar over there, which is cool. And then they've got markets over here. Looks like maybe you could buy and sell if you wanted to. Pretty cool. Right on your phone. Looks like there's some proof of stake initial coin offerings that you could join, perhaps. And then they give you a DApp browser, which comes standard on quite a few Ethereum-based phone wallets. All right, and then let's try adding another cryptocurrency. We'll hit plus. All right, so as you can see, there's Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. Let's add Tron. Which is kind of interesting that they support Tron. All right, and in this case, I have a Tron wallet on my phone. So it's a little easier to do a phone-to-phone wallet transfer. So I'm going to tap Tron. I'm going to choose receive. And I'll just copy that into my clipboard. And let's switch over to Tron-based wallet. All right, you can see I've got a Tron wallet on here already. It's got a little bit of Tron in it. All right, and why don't we send 100 over to the Cobo wallet. I'm going to tap send here. And I will paste in that address. See the little icon there for the clipboard? And then I will put in 100. And I will tap send. And then I will submit. And boom. So the transaction went out successfully. Let's switch back over to Kobo. If you remember, I got the alert there. And it looks like my Bitcoin transaction has cleared now. I got an alert that the Bitcoin had been fully confirmed. So we're still waiting on the ETH and the Tron. Have to be patient in these. Okay, and while we're waiting for those other two transactions to come in, why don't we hit the plus and we'll add another asset. All right, so they support Polymath, which is an ERC20 token. So I'm going to tap add on that. So let's go back out to assets, and you can see that I've added the Polymath there. So I'll do another phone-to-phone transfer. I'll switch over to another wallet that I've got that's got some Poly in it. All right, first thing I'll do is I'll tap this and hit receive. And then I'll copy that address into my clipboard. We'll switch over to a different wallet here. And I'm going to choose send. And the recipient is that address there. And I'll just send 100 over. 20 bucks worth of Poly. Actually, I'll just send 50. All right. And then we'll tap next. And then I need to confirm that. All right, so it's transferring the 50 Poly out. Let's go back over to Kobo. Oh, okay, so it looks like I got that Polymath. That's good news. So you can see I got the 50 Polymath in there. They don't have a price yet. All right, I'm having a little trouble with my MetaMask, so I'm going to go ahead and try sending ETH from a different wallet. So I'm copying my Ethereum address out again. Let's go back out here. All right, so I'll send a little bit of ETH out from my Trust wallet. All right, and as that's pending, we'll go back over to the Kobo and we'll wait for that asset to come in. Still waiting on Tron. Not sure why hasn't arrived yet. All right, so I got a couple of alerts from Cobo. And for the ETH that I sent. So let's open up the wallet there and take a look. Now that was the ETH that I sent from my Trust wallet. So as you can see, I've received the Ethereum, I've received the Bitcoin, and we're just kind of still waiting on the Tron. So I haven't received the Tron from my phone-based Tron wallet. So just so we can see this work, I'm going to give a desktop Tron wallet a shot. So what I'm going to have to do is email myself this Tron address. I'm going to paste that Tron address in there. Email it to myself. Check my mail, right? And I'm going to copy that Tron address into my clipboard. The Tron scan software. Sign into the wallet here using my ledger. All right, and then let's go ahead and send a little Tron out from the wallet. We get send, and we'll fill in the address, which is the address that I got from the Cobo wallet. Let's send 200, and click send. All right, and then it wants me to confirm on the ledger, which I will do. All right, and that was successful. All right, so, And then I get a little alert here that said I sent some Tron out. So hopefully that will appear in our Cobo wallet soon. Now I've noticed that the polymath is not registering any value at all. And I know that that's about $10 worth of poly. So I don't know if that's a glitch, or if they just don't seem to show the value of ERC20 tokens in this wallet. I would think that they would, or should. They definitely should, right? If you've got a lot of a particular ERC20 token that's an asset that has value, you should definitely be able to see how much it's worth. But it does show that it's here in the wallet, and that and the quantity. So that's something. The main lesson here is that when you're transferring cryptocurrency, any kind of cryptocurrency, into a brand new wallet or to a new location, always use a small amount first. Now, what if I had transferred 1,000 or 2,000 or maybe even 10,000 Tron and it never showed up? Okay, and I checked the wallets, both Tron wallets that I sent from, and they're confirming that the transaction went out. So why they didn't arrive in this wallet, I'm not sure, but I'm glad it was only about $5 worth of Tron. So anyway, now I did get the Ethereum from the MetaMask wallet that I sent earlier, so that transaction finally came through. And then you'll notice that the poly is there, but it does not show a value, as an asset. So that's one other quirk to this wallet that I've noticed. So before I sign off, I thought that I would demonstrate sending cryptocurrency back out. And so we'll start with the poly. I'm going to send it back to my safe wallet, which is also on my phone, so it's going to be pretty easy. But one thing you need to remember, when you have an Ethereum-based wallet with ERC20 tokens in there, you want to make sure that if you're going to send out, that you send out the ERC20 tokens first and leave the ETH till last. And the reason we need to do that is because the Ethereum is what provides the gas for the transaction fees. So I can send my poly out, but a small amount of the Ethereum is going to be required. So I'll send the poly first. Here we'll just copy that into our clipboard, right? And then we'll go back over here to our Cobo wallet. It opens with Face ID. I'm going to go into the poly and I'm going to send. Right? And as you can see there, the transaction fee is measured in Ethereum. So we're going to paste that address in there. That's the receiving address that we're going to send the poly to. And I'm going to hit send all here. That's going to send all the poly. 50 total poly, and it's also going to charge me that small amount of Ethereum that is in this wallet. So I'm going to hit send. All right, it's going to give me a summary, and then I'll click send now. It verifies with my Face ID, and there you go. So I send it out. Now I'm not going to save this address to the address book at the moment, but you could if you had certain addresses that you would like to send out to on a regular basis. I'm going to skip that. And as you can see there, now my poly is 0, and I've sent it out. And it did use up a little bit of my ETH. Not very much, but I needed the ETH in there. Now, I could just leave the Bitcoin in here, and I could leave the ETH in here, but I'm going to demo doing the ETH too. Now, interestingly enough, the ETH is going to go to the exact same address. If you'll notice over here in my Trust wallet, pardon me, over here in Trust wallet, that Ethereum address is exactly the same as the polymath. So if we look at polymath, we've got that FAB1F. If we do the same thing with Ethereum, we got the same Ethereum address, right? The main Ethereum address holds all of the ERC20 tokens too. So let's go back over to the Cobo wallet. Unlock with the Face ID. We'll go to Ethereum. We're going to send. right? And I'll do the same thing here. Ah, there we go. I just received the Poly into my Trust wallet. I got the alert for that. All right. And I'm going to hit paste in that Ethereum address. And in this case, I'll go ahead and send it all. I'm going to send all the ETH back into my Trust wallet, if I can get it there. There we go. And my assumption is they'll take out a small amount to cover the gas, and we'll see what happens. Let's hope. All right, we'll go ahead and send now on that. Should verify with the Face ID and send it back to my Trust wallet. It says successful. We'll skip that. Add to address book. And there it's showing that the Ethereum is going back out. So the only thing left in the wallet is the Bitcoin. And I'll go ahead and leave it in there. So let's switch back over to the Trust wallet. And we can go to the Polymath, and you'll see there that I received 50 Polymath. I sent 50 into the Cobo Wallet earlier, and then I just went ahead and sent it back into my Trust wallet. I'd rather keep it in the Trust wallet. All right. And you'll notice that I didn't lose anything either way. I sent 50 in and 50 back. And both times the Ethereum paid the small transaction fee. And the Cobo wallet is alerting me that the 50 poly went out. And let's see, I guess we're going to need to wait for a minute for the ETH to come back into this Trust wallet. So we can go back over to the Cobo wallet and see the pending Ethereum transaction that's going out. So I do like the interface of the Cobo wallet. I don't know why the Tron never showed up, but the interface is nice. It gives you a lot of information about incoming and outgoing transactions and current balances and all that. So it's a pretty decent wallet. Oh, it actually came in. We can see over here that we received that 0.1273 ETH. I haven't received an alert from either of the wallets, but I can see the balance reflected in there. All right, so I won't wait. Oh, there we go. The Cobo wallet just sent me the alert that the Ethereum transaction went out. And I don't know that if the Trust wallet is going to alert me that it came in, but I can see that it is there already. So it may wait until the transaction is totally confirmed. Okay, so it actually took about 2 days for the Tron to appear in my wallet. So I don't know if that's a temporary issue with the Tron blockchain or something about this particular wallet address, because I've transferred Tron before between wallets and it's usually quite fast. So I really don't know what took the Tron so long, but it did end up in the wallet, so that's a good thing. So the Tron is definitely in the wallet. You can see both transactions have arrived finally, and I have a total of 300 Tron in my Cobo wallet now. And I have since moved out some of the other cryptocurrencies, but it's nice to know that the Tron did come through. I pretty much knew it was going to eventually end up in the wallet because it had successfully left my sending wallets. So that's it. I can't really explain why it took so long, but these things happen. But that is an attestament that this wallet does in fact work with Tron. So we've tested Tron, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and one ERC20 token, and it's a pretty cool wallet. I walked you through the setup of the wallet. I did a couple of transfers into the wallet. It appears to be pretty decent. I like the fact that it can hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tron, and also ERC20 tokens. That's pretty cool. Although I'm a little concerned that my asset value of Poly is not showing up. But other than that, I like the wallet. It has quite a few nice little features, and you might want to check it out. If you have any questions about anything I did, please post them in the comments, and I'll do my best to get them answered. I'd like to remind everyone that I have a live stream every Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please join me for the live Q&A in LA. Look forward to seeing you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.